Hmm. The Greatest Showman 2 was kind of weird. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Hello, back again. After the Protege review we did a little bit ago, talking about another movie. I doubled up today and at the theater, and this is the second one. And that movie is, because movies and TV, that's what we do here. Already botched it. Reminiscence. Reminiscence is written and directed by Lisa Joy, who is best known, maybe perhaps it's her feature debut. She is best known for her work on the excellent HBO series Westworld, and she's also married to this film's producer, who also co-created Westworld with her, Jonathan Nolan, who, if you don't know, is the brother of Christopher Nolan. So she's the sister-in-law of Christopher Nolan. And this is her feature debut, and honestly, I want to see, after this, what's next for her, because I feel like I'm going to be... Well, we'll see. What's Reminiscence about? Well, it's set in the future, maybe not too distant. They never quite tamp down the year, but basically after the Border Wars, as they call it. Most of the world, especially the part of the world where the have-nots would be... the people who are not, the wealthy and elite, are basically literally drowning. The water levels have risen to such a degree where most of the world is underwater now, and to the point where taxis aren't cars, they're boats. I'm not kidding. Because of that, as Hugh Jackman's narration tells us, the one thing that has kind of given hope to the masses is a mysterious process called the Reminiscence, which is run by Hugh Jackman's character, a fellow named Nick Bannister. And basically, he and his partner Watts, played in, I think, a pretty terrific supporting role by Tandy Newton, are running this system, which is kind of semi-analog, semi-futuristic. It's basically, they put you in a deprivation tank with this little switch box, and basically you put this little, like a neuro hat, like a neural, like a netted neurological cap. And you go in, like this deprivation chamber almost, like water-based deprivation chamber, and Hugh Jackman is on a microphone. He leads people to go into their mind and into their memory, and then it's transmitted to this kind of pavilion next to them. You see kind of through this kind of netting memories. It's kind of a neat little process, and you basically can relive memories, and people use them for things like, say, reliving a romance they had that fell away, or reuniting in a moment of better times with someone. And basically, he kind of does that off and on, but things change when a mysterious woman named May is looking for her keys once she use the machine. She's played by the stunning, both as an actor and just also beautiful, Rebecca Ferguson, who is really, really a terrific actor. And that's the reason I mentioned Greatest Showman. They were both in that film. And basically he falls instantly in love with May. How could you not? And basically, then it gets a little strange. He becomes obsessed with her, because they have a world romance, and maybe she's not who he thinks she is, and she disappears. And it's also tied with a young boy who's been the target of kind of an elite, the kind of sort of like the head magnate of this future, and all this kind of coalesces around Hugh Jackman as Nick Bannister's search for Rebecca Ferguson's May. And maybe some futuristic drug dealers are also kind of looking after her, too. That was really, as you can tell, that plot was really hard to describe on a base level. That was a lot. I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know if you remember back in April, that long ago period, I gave a very positive review to the movie Voyagers, even though it got like a 26 on Rotten Tomatoes, because I was just like, I was hooked. I got into it. I really cared, and I was invested, and I came out really, really liking it. Guess what? It happened again. I kind of loved Reminiscence. And yes, even despite the fact that it's one of those movies where it is flawed to a degree, but even the flaws I kind of admire, because it kind of was ambitious. and some other people didn't. We'll get there. Yeah, we have another story to tell from, D-bag fellow movie audiences. But basically, so it was really interesting. I really liked the world. It kind of reminded me a bit of of Waterworld, rather, in the way that the water levels are rising, and, like, the first thing you see in the movie after the Warner Brothers logo is literally a building half submerged underwater. There's, some really cool set pieces. I really enjoyed one. It was like a shootout, in, like, a place set to a little bit of Tainted Love, which is kind of cool, with, a water tank. I actually thought that they did a good job with the romance, and the, sort of sexual, even chemistry between Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Ferguson without going past that PG-13 line. I thought that Thandie Newton was phenomenal as Watts. I also thought it was kind of a nice touch that later in the movie, a certain person, her daughter makes a cameo that's kind of interesting in the context of the movie. To say more would be a spoiler, so I'm not going to say more, but it's kind of cool. And I really enjoyed the feeling. Now, is it kind of an amalgam of a bunch of things? It is. It's basically like Casablanca, Total Recall, and a little bit of Inception in there, and maybe a little bit of, like, Strange Days. You ever seen with the Catherine Bigelow movie? But I always go back to, like, what Roger Ebert says about how there are only 7 ideas for movies, but they've only ever used 2 of them. Things are when you watch a movie, it's going to look like other things usually. It's going to feel like other things. That's not the problem. It's how you do it. And this film does get sentimental, and it kind of, at the end, without spoiling anything to you, it kind of tries to have its cake and eat it too by having the ending be bleak and yet sentimental, almost like a fairy tale. And it kind of worked for me. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was on board with the ending, and I was kind of on board with the whole damn thing. And I'm gonna give it the same score I did Voyagers. Let's just close the book on Reminiscence. I thought it was a blast. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the world. This is what it was. When this is over, I said, I want to read, like, a prequel comic for this movie. This, like if it's a Warner Brothers movie, maybe Vertigo or something could do, like, a comic book run for Reminiscence. That would be awesome. I'm gonna give Reminiscence 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really dug this. I'm actually tempted to watch it again while it's still on HBO Max. I really dug this flick. And I saw it in the theater, so there you go. Okay. Trailer trash. Right, Grant. Sorry, guys, it's almost 12:30 where I am in the morning. I got out pretty late from this movie. It was kind of a later showing in the day. Okay. Trailer trash. We got, like I said in my Protege review, they're almost all identical from that one. The Jesus music. Again, don't beep with the Jesus. I don't get that title. West Side Story looks really good. I like Steven Spielberg a lot, and I think he'll do a good job. Jackass Forever, we talked about it a bunch. I'm really excited. Getting sick of the trailer. Venom, Let There Be Carnage, we talked about it a bunch. I'm getting sick of the trailer. Looks good, though. Dear Evan Hansen. I love this musical. I'm getting a little sick of the trailer, but I'm really excited for that one. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Seeing it on September 2nd. I'm really excited. I'm a big Marvel guy, as everyone who's been on the show knows I'm a big old nerd. So, The Many Saints of Newark, which I'm pumped for. The Sopranos was my jam when it was on, or when I watched it, I guess, in high school. Maybe not when it originally on, but okay. And then Cry Macho. Again, Clint Eastwood looks good. Like the joke about the rooster named Macho. Was there shawarma? No, there wasn't. Sidebar. This is what we call Grant's Sidebar. I'm tired of this. I know I feel like a broken record because I said the same thing. What was the last one I said this? And I said it for sure in the Space Jam review. A little bit in my 9 Days review. If you're gonna be an asshat, don't go to the movies. This theater, because it does go a little sentimental, people were just being really obnoxious. They were talking out loud. These younger people who were they would not turn their phone off. Like, the whole movie, it was out. It was out and texting, and I literally was getting close to, like... And I am not someone who likes confrontation. I hate confrontation. I despise it. I was this close to going down there and just Bo Jacksoning that phone with my knee. I was mad. It was out the whole time. Like, just shut the, heck up. Like, you don't need to talk, and you don't need to laugh loudly when something is supposed to be serious. You don't need to kick the back of your seat. You don't need to, do that nonsense. You don't need to... The new thing that this team did... Also, slamming doors really loud. Out the door, like, And there's one point in the movie where someone opened the door so loud you actually made me jump because it made like a sound. Just stop being... This is not your living room. This is a movie theater. You know how expensive movie tickets are for the general populace? If you're seeing a movie in like IMAX or freaking Dolby, it's like $16 for like for like an evening showing like tonight. Stop being a douche. I'm tired of it. Stop acting like your shitheads when you go to the movies. Because I'm telling you, movies when they're working for you, and it definitely was something like 9 Days, and kind of with this, you get sucked in, and then the second that phone starts ringing, you just back to earth. And I hate it, and I'm not the only one. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No soup for you, I'm mad. I think if I didn't say it before, 4.5 stars for Reminiscence, whatever. Sorry, I just had to go on that little side rant because I'm mad. Like, just stop going to the movies all summer. This has been going on. Don't go to the movies if you're gonna be a prick. Like, don't do it. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm usually very genial, as everyone knows. It's just a pet peeve of mine. That really gets my goat. I hate that. It grinds my freaking gears. Okay. But that being said, calm down, Grant. Deep breaths. Whew. We will be back, I would say... tomorrow. For Annette, we will also be checking out maybe Vivo on Monday, and we will be talking next week Candyman, as well as He's All That. Not She's All That, He's All That. And although She's All That is great. Vacation Friends, which is the new film with John Cena and Lil Rel Howery that is going to be on Hulu. And then also we were, hopefully, I don't know if it's coming to my theater, but if it does, Together with James McAvoy. I'd really like to talk about that one because it looks really funny. And then Shang-Chi, Cinderella, and that Disney Plus Billie Eilish flick the week after. Next. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. Even you, annoying moviegoers. Even you. Just do better. Uncle Grant's not mad, like I said before. I love you all. Appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this, give it a like if you want. Give it a subscribe if you want. Click the bell if you want to. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do, as I always say. And if you want to find me elsewhere, I'm also on letterboxd.com at Grant the Movie and TV Guy. See ya. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Peace.